Ladies and gentlemen, movie maniacs and lovers of chaos, welcome to the first ever, long-awaited DogsManiac Entertainment Movie Awards. No, we'll be honest. This show took the scenic route getting here. There were delays, debates, and maybe even a meltdown or two along the way. But tonight, we're finally here to do what we wanted to do from the start. Celebrate the wild, weird, and wonderful year in cinema that was 2024. I'm your host, Jared Running Jr., and throughout the night, I'll be joined by a few familiar faces as we hand out recognition to some of the best performances, boldest storytelling, and flat out coolest moments to hit the screen this past year. So without further ado, let's get right into it with a category that always kicks off the conversation: Best Male Actor.
When it comes to great cinema, one of the most important aspects are the performances that stick with us long after the credits roll. In 2024, the bar for leading male performances was at an all-time high, and we have managed to dwindle it down to 5 outstanding nominees in that field. Your nominees for Best Leading Actor are...
The nominees for Best Male Actor are Jesse Plemons, Kinds of Kindness; Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing; Nicholas Hoult, Juror Number 2; John Magaro, September 5th; Josh O'Connor, Challengers.
Wow, fantastic group of men there. If it were up to me, I'd give it to all 5. And the award goes to Jesse Plemons, Kinds of Kindness. He's had a long career full of great character work, and now after getting probably his biggest major leading role, you've managed to knock it out of the park in Yorgos Lanthimos' anthology movie. Well deserved, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back again next year for Begonia. Congratulations, Mr. Kirsten Dunst.
They say it's a woman's world, and this year in film made it undeniably true. From mainstream powerhouses to under-the-radar indie gems, the women of 2024 delivered performances that were raw, fearless, and unforgettable. This was the hardest category to narrow down. So tough, in fact, we didn't. We let one more through. That's how strong the field was. These 6 women gave us characters that haunted us, inspired us, and sometimes straight up wrecked us emotionally. Here are your nominees for Best Female Actor of the Year.
The nominees for Best Female Actor are Zendaya, Challengers; Mikey Madison, Anora; Lea Seydoux, The Beast; Lily Rose Depp, Nosferatu; Demi Moore, The Substance; Samara Weaving, Azrael.
And your winner for Best Female Actor is Mikey Madison, Anora. Sometimes the voters just can't be wrong. This was easily one of my favorite performances of the year. I'm happy that I get to announce Mikey Madison as your winner. She did such an amazing job in this film. Obviously, she went on to win Best Female Actor, Actress at the Oscars. Well deserved. The entire field here was so strong, and that just goes to show how great her performance was that she came away with the victory. Let's talk about the genre that gets your heart pumping before the opening title even fades in. Action. It's loud, it's intense, and when it's done right, it's pure cinematic adrenaline. But great action isn't just about explosions and fight scenes. It's about storytelling through motion, character through chaos, and moments that make the whole theater sit up and say, "Did you just see that?" 2024 gave us a stacked lineup from gritty brawls to stylish showdowns. And some of these films didn't just bring the heat. They aimed for Best Picture status. Here are your nominees for Best Action Movie of the Year.
The nominees for Best Action Movie are Deadpool and Wolverine; The Fall Guy; Boy Kills World; Bad Boys, Ride or Die; Argyle.
And your winner for Best Action Movie is Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not surprised to see this one here. It's one that's nominated throughout the night. And it was a strong film. It's high adrenaline packed action. It's a superhero movie and it's a Deadpool movie at that. It's one that just is a ton of fun. One that on initial viewing I would have gave 5 stars. Once the adrenaline wears off a bit, probably more like a 4. But it's a really strong film. I'm happy to see this one win, I suppose.
It's about punchlines, it's about heart, timing, and the ability to reflect the chaos of life with a wink and a smile. Sharp-witted scripts to perfectly timed performances, 2024 brought us films that remind us just how healing, clever, and downright ridiculous laughter can be. So here are your nominees for Best Comedy Movie.
The nominees for Best Comedy Movie are Anora, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Fall Guy, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Kinds of Kindness,
And the winner for Best Comedy Movie is Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Congratulations to Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Every year we're treated to horror films filled with phenomenal performances, masterful direction, and chillingly precise choreography. And yet, time and time again, mainstream awards overlook the genre that makes our hearts race and our skin crawl. But not here. At DogsManiac Entertainment, horror will always have a place. 2024 was just another installment in this new golden age of horror. It gave us films that terrified, thrilled, and even moved us. This was a year where the genre wasn't just alive, it was undeniable. Here are your nominees for Best Horror Movie of the Year.
The nominees for Best Horror Movie are Alien Romulus, Nosferatu, Longlegs, The Substance, Terrifier 3,
And your winner for Best Horror Movie of the Year is, well, actually we have a tie. Therefore, your best horror movies of the year are both Nosferatu and Longlegs. Congratulations to both movies. As an average horror movie fan, both Nosferatu and Longlegs deserve this award. You cannot understand the joy it brought me to see both on top, and the fact that it allowed me to make the call on who won. In this case, we set the precedent that a tie is both. And what two movies could deserve it more? Two movies that are so different in so many ways, but yet the same in the way that they brought horror movie enjoyers together, the fans of the genre together. People love these movies. They ate them up. I can speak for myself. I can speak for the members of the horror movie community that I've seen out there talking about it. Congratulations to everyone involved with both of these productions. Special shout out to the directors, Robert Eggers behind Nosferatu and Osgood Perkins behind Longlegs. You guys, you just brought us two amazing films, and I thank you as a fan of the genre for giving me the opportunity to see these movies last year. I hope that we have many more this year that are at the same level, if not better.
Animation has always been a window into the boundless power of imagination, whether it's through breathtaking visuals, heartwarming storytelling, or unforgettable characters. Animated films continue to captivate audiences of all ages around the world. This year, the nominees for Best Animated Films have pushed the limits of creativity, showcasing remarkable artistry and the emotional depth, reminding us that Animation isn't just for kids, it's a powerful medium that speaks to the child in all of us. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Animated Movie.
The nominees for Best Animated Movie are Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, Transformers 1, Moana 2, The Garfield Movie,
And your winner for Best Animated Movie is Inside Out 2. This fucking orange fellow is really pissing me off lately.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. This is more than just an award. It's a celebration of storytelling at its highest level, where vision, craft, and emotion collide to create something unforgettable. The nominees for Best Picture didn't just entertain us. They challenged us, inspired us, moved us, and reminded us why we fell in love with cinema in the first place. From the first frame to the final credits, these movies define the year in movies. They are bold, they are brilliant, and they each left their mark. Here are the nominees for Best Picture.
The nominees for Best Picture are Sing Sing, Deadpool and Wolverine, September 5th, Anora, Challengers,
And your winner for Best Picture is Deadpool and Wolverine. Have yourself a night. Deadpool and Wolverine, they started the night with the win for Best Action. They're going to finish it with Best Picture. The viewers spoke. The voters wanted this Marvel movie to end the night on top. And hey, who am I to take it away from them? Congratulations to Deadpool and Wolverine for the night you had. Let's move on to a couple of special awards. It's time to put a little DogsManiac Entertainment spin on this show. This next one is the brainchild of yours truly. For our next category, we've got something you won't find at those big name award shows. This isn't about perfection. It's about impact. These performers may not have done it all, but what they did, it stuck with us. They brought chaos, charisma, and unforgettable energy to the screen each and every time. In their day-to-day life, it doesn't hurt. Here are your contenders for DogsManiac Entertainment Favorite Female Actor.
Kaylee Spaney, Demi Moore, Emily Blunt, Kirsten Dunst, Leia Seydoux, Lily Rose Depp, Micah Monroe, Margaret Qualley, Mikey Madison, Samara Weaving, Scarlett Johansson, Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya.
And your winner for DogsManiac Entertainment Favorite Female Actor is Margaret Qualley. The Substance, Kinds of Kindness, Drive Away Dolls. What wasn't this woman in last year? Miss Qualley had an amazing year. I'm just gonna be open because this is the award that the presenters and the presenters alone voted on. I voted Margaret Qualley as my number one favorite female actor of last year. She 100% deserves this award in my mind. I think that this is a perfect time to, describe what this award means while also explaining exactly why she should have won it. We talked about her versatility last year. The Substance, Kinds of Kindness, Drive Away Dolls. Those are 3 completely different movies where she did an amazing job. And, I think that has to play a part in your favorite actor of the year. How did they do in their roles? Were their roles different? Were they doing the same thing in every role? Were they doing something different? I think she had 3 different roles here where she did an amazing job in each and every one. And, The Substance. It's a great shout out here because Demi Moore, who you seen was a contender for this award. Obviously, she doesn't get the victory, but look at her year she had last year, just with The Substance and everything. But your media has to play a part in it too, and I think that those are 2 people that were very likable, people you wanted to see get their awards come award season. I think that's just as an important part to your favorite actor is, are they a likable person? Are they somebody you would want to have a coffee with? And I get that feeling when you're listening to Margaret Qualley that she's someone that's down to earth. Despite the fact that she's a Nepo baby, she's probably some people's favorite Nepo baby. She's likable and she does such a great job in her roles. She's versatile. And I think that is the perfect example of what we're looking for here in our favorite actor. But I'm going to stop rambling and I'm just going to say congratulations to Margaret Qualley on this one. I don't know if it's one you really should congratulate the person on. I mean, we're kind of just giving an award out to a person we think deserves it that may not have gotten their recognition throughout the night. And in that sense, congratulations. I mean, if we would have had supporting actor categories, she probably would have got a nod for The Substance. I think that's fair to say. So, you know what? Congratulations, because we didn't have nearly enough awards for you to get your award that you deserved. And hey, we couldn't honor the ladies without giving the guys their due, could we? Once again, this isn't about who checked every box. It's about who brought the vibes, who brought the fire, charm, or pure DogsManiac madness to the screen. In life, in a way we'll never forget. Here are your contenders for DogsManiac Entertainment favorite male actor.
Bill Skarsgård, Fred Durst, Jesse Plemons, Glenn Powell, Jose Maria Yazpic, Josh O'Connor, Nicholas Hoult, Peter Sarsgaard, Rafe Fiennes, Ricardo Scamarcio, Willem Dafoe.
And your winner for DogsManiac favorite male actor is Willem Dafoe. Nosferatu, Kinds of Kindness, Beetlejuice, and Saturday Night. You know what? Hey, he may not have been who was at the top of my ballot, but he very much deserves this award. And, I think this is also a great time to, shed more light into my personal thinking, at least when I was putting together my top 5. It isn't necessarily who your favorite actor is. And that's why I'm willing to say this while congratulating Willem Dafoe on his win. Willem Dafoe is my favorite actor. If this was purely, on-screen performance, any year, he is, as a pure whole filmography, whole career online, he is my favorite actor. He is who I watched the most movies with in last year. But I think last year he might not have had the strongest year for his 2024 performances to some other people. But he is just aura. Willem Dafoe is the coolest man alive, and when he's dead, he'll be the coolest man that's dead. But that'll be long after we're all gone. I love Willem Dafoe. I am excited that I get to give this award to him to end the night. Yeah, he's just such an amazing actor. He has been for so many years. I think that in the first year of these awards, that it's cool that we get to award it to such a legacy actor. Willem Dafoe he's just so deserving of this award in the first year. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'm gonna close out this show. Jared, take it away with closing remarks. And wow, just like that, folks, we've reached the end of the first ever DogsManiac Entertainment Movie Awards. What a ride! From powerhouse performances to pure chaos, gut-busting laughs to nightmare fuel, and everything in between. 2024 reminded us that cinema is alive, kicking, and still capable of surprising us. To all the nominees and winners tonight, thank you for your art, your risk-taking, and your ability to keep us glued to the screen. Whether you were swinging katanas, stealing scenes, making us cry, or making us howl with laughter, you earned your spot in this wild little celebration we call the DogsManiac Entertainment Movie Awards. And finally, to everyone who tuned in, supported this idea, or even just stopped to argue over the picks, thank you. This show has been a long time coming, and the fact that it even exists is kind of a beautiful mess to me. We'll see you again next year, but until then, keep watching those weird movies, supporting those bold creators, and never let the algorithm choose for you. Good night, and long live cinema.